started creeping in my like mid-teens.
Okay.
But more so in the aspect of like my dub act that I was developing and kind of getting known for. I was letting it creep into more high profile, I guess, type gigs that I was working,
Okay.
as opposed to like the kids parties. I mean, when I initially was doing shows growing up in Minnesota, I was because Minnesota, despite what's on the news, Minnesota is still quite conservative, right?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
like, I was into like the Ramones and like MXPX and Misfits and all that, right? So I couldn't be this little, punk kid showing up at 14, 15, asking for $100 for a 45-minute birthday party.
Yeah.
So I would have to take my earrings out and comb my hair and kind of spray over it with a different color because I had all different colored hair sometimes and stuff like that. And so that was actually like the fake persona that I had to have just to get booked. And it wasn't until I was starting to get hired, out for conventions or other events, the castle or what have you, where I'm able to have a little bit more artistic freedom and get away with it,
Right.
and justify it. I guess, so the more my resume developed, the more I was able to start trickling in who I was off stage into who I actually am,
Right.
on stage as well,
Yeah.
Nice. And I'm sure that was probably a nice, like, almost like a release in some extent for you because you didn't have to put on this mask to perform to be accepted by it. You were able to be who you are and really kind of roll in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was like an easier creativity release, because having to do like if I was doing like the local Ford dealerships holiday party, right? And do their 45-minute after banquet show, after they've given, best salesman of the season or year award, and all that. I was doing fairly standard bits, because I wasn't inspired to be
Yeah.
creative for those because I knew I was just buying time. I was
Right.
doing like Pavel walking not and I was doing, mental epic and stuff like that, so it was, solid material that's good material, a lot of Daryl stuff, and, and
Mm.
and Whit Hayden back when he was Whit Hayden and stuff, and so that I was just kind of buying my time with
Right.
with those shows, not to say I didn't care. I still enjoyed them, and just being able to perform and stuff like that, but I wasn't creatively inspired to work in magic in that way. So once I was able to be more comfortable with who I am uh off stage and bring that into on stage performances, it was just a like a cornucopia exploded of what could I do and work on. It just became almost like a big art project in a way.